Yo, yo. All right, we did some off stream from the previous stream. Said I had obligations yesterday, so I was able to play on mobile. And now we have about 2 hours left. I played a little bit yesterday, got 25 agility, got some more thieving up. And now we're just going to be thieving for the rest of the time. I think thieving is just the best thing we can do here. There's really not many things we can do. We can't do quests because we have to do client Karen, which is the starting to do the quest. The guy to start the quest with is in North Karen, so I can't do him. And then it's not really much stuff I can do combat wise, so I couldn't really train combats effectively. And I kind of want to save that until we can do waterfall quests. I feel like the first while is going to just be doing skilling stuff that we can do, and then once we slowly complete quests while we have to go through multiple areas, then we can finally do combat stuff then. So I'm not really planning beforehand. I think here just getting stats in general will really help me be able to play in easier, because there's really not much to do early on. So I think going with the flow is correct, and then adapting from what I'm able to get done in those areas early on. Then we can probably start making a concrete plan for most stuff. So here we're just going to be thieving some guards until the end. And the timer is in-game. So we're going by the in-game timer, and we have an hour and 15 left. So in this stream, we will be getting to a new area. So I want to double check and see if there's anything else I could be thieving. I could be doing master. I don't know if there's a master farmer anywhere near here, and I don't know if they're really that good for me right now, because I don't have high the farming level. Damn, maybe I just got lucky the first time, because I was able to thieve him for a while. Let me Google Master Farmer. Locations. Hosidius. Okay, there's some in Hosidius. Oh, there is one over here. I'll just do you, because you're gonna have a lower level. Why is it lagging? Oh, there you are. Sweet. I'll just do you. You have a low level. I'll get more XP from you probably. What the hell are you? What'd you just say to me? Core Blimey? 43 XP. That's a pretty marginal difference. I do get seeds from these guys, so I might as well do this. And we have plenty of food from those bakery stalls that we thieved early on. They hit threes? Shit. Why is it not shift dropping? I don't understand why it's not doing that. This song's a banger, bruh. Versus Genova. I mean, it's the best song in this series, I think. We gotta be careful since they hit threes. Alright, we got all these seeds. Mm-hmm. Thieving time, baby. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Bum bum bum. Mm-mm. Ooh, we got a watermelon seed. That's actually really good. That's for diary stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get some food. I guess I'm gonna go south. Also have a lot of strange fruits, so that'll make running around a lot easier. Maybe it's still worth it to do the stall. I've been thinking about that. I could see it. I don't even know if this is better XP. Yeah, I think the stalls might be better XP, but also, like, I might start banking those things. I think my biggest thing is I want to get 50 fire making. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that anytime soon. I need better axes to... If I can get my wood cutting up by being able to buy... Like, if we get lumberage, for example, that's huge. whatever the Lumbridge area. It's probably better XP just because it's more consistent, but maybe not. I don't know. It might not be better XP. I'm able to thieve pretty fast. Especially with the banking. But I might do a few inventory of these just to get some more strange fruits. I think at this point I would want to get more of those. It's possible this is faster though. It's unfortunate we can't fish. We can't buy feathers. Like if we could buy feathers, we would be in such a great spot. So I would have just gotten like really high fishing. Now I think we're gonna do like, maybe we'll do a few inventories, get like 40 fruits maybe. Right now we have 30. Maybe we should focus on getting fruits. Drop the other things. Actually, I think I'm going to just keep going with the Master Farmer. That's probably better in the long run, even if it's not as much XP. And then I'll take one of my strange fruits. I think it's better. This is nice. What are you doing in my pockets? Well, also getting 50 thieving is good for, like, getting thieving a little closer is good when I can do rogues thing. Get that down. The rogues outfit. But I think I need 50 agility for that too. Yeah, 50 agility and thieving. Running your pockets. I think we're going with a so I think we're gonna do this for the next hour probably. Thieving the Master Farmer. We got that 45 thieving, which is really nice. I'm actually looking pretty good. We're almost 46 as well. Got plenty of food.
Level up completed.
So there we go. We got 46. Gotta be careful. I gotta watch my HP. Oh, getting these seeds actually is crazy for later. Oh, wow. Wow, Spain destroyed France. I know nothing about football, but the only thing I fucking know is that France is really good. I low-key wanted the dictator to win. That meme was really funny. That's all I know about it, bro. I don't really like football. Football to me is what everyone thinks baseball is. One more, and then we There we go. Get some more food. This was very successful. We have plenty of time. This is Final Fantasy 8. I haven't played 8. Gotta play 8, bro. I gotta finish 5. I haven't finished 5 yet. Which I don't know why I haven't finished. Just haven't. Gotta organize this bank later. Actually, I kind of want to just use cakes. Cakes seem like we'll have a longer run with those. Where are my cake? Oh, right here. To heal like 4? Ooh, Yanillion see, that's pretty good. We brought too many cakes. I think we'll do that every time just so we reset the timer for dropping it. Look at this XP, bro. Holy. Another watermelon seed that's huge. Teething. Do I get stuff from the beekeeper guy besides the beekeeping outfit? Oh, he gives us a lamp. Okay, we have to do this. Oh. So what do I have to do? I need help from building a new bees. What do you expect me to do? You gotta put them in the correct order for building a hive. Drag the spinning. Oh my lord. That looks right to me. What'd I get? Oh, a hat and a lamp. He's on agility. Woo. Holy shit, dude. I gotta bring less cakes. I'm wasting cakes. Goonscape. Yeah, it's pretty much Goonscape. I'm stealing from a master former. Imagine saying blimey. What's going on with blind? Is it what their message when they catch me thieving? Oh, blimey, core blimey. Yeah, they're freaking, we're in the boonies right now. Look at all these seeds, bro. It's gonna be so useful for the account. Core blimey. Should I be a fat fuck today, Kyle? You think that's in the cards? Fuck. You should have said no. I'm getting Dominies. Oh shit. Wait a minute. They're forcing me to play a game to get rewards. How do you fucking shoot this? Oh my god, I could have went crazy mode if I knew what I was doing. Damn, if I went crazy... Let me... Before I do that, what else do I have? We'll do this first. And then... Oh shit. See if I can do this. Oh, there are 2 toppings. Let me actually edit that real quick. Oh, why is it not letting me go to my thing? Go to the fucking checkout. Damn app glitching out. Wait. Alright, I'm gonna finish if I get it again. Then I'll have to log out, and then I'll go to the bathroom, order it. Okay, we gotta log out. I'll BRB. This doesn't make sense. It's not 25% off. Yeah, it should be like over $1 off. Unless, oh wait. I have an idea. Let me actually change that. No, it's not. That doesn't make sense, bro. Fuck. It's not. I swear when I added it, it was $7 originally though. So why is it? If it's $8.50, that's fine. It's so weird. Okay, that's so weird. I was confused. Maybe I just read it. All right, let me do the. Wait, what? Not 2? That's annoying. Or... There were 2 toppings, but I guess not. Mm. Meow. What? On Steam? What's my ban from? Oh, some guy hacked my account a few years ago and got banned on Lost Ark. Did you get Slay the Spire yet? God damn it, bro. It was when they hacked my, like, I never played Lost Ark, so I'm assuming they were like botting or something. Damn, bro, you be dead bed daylighting. It's fair. You got your game. I'll be here when you want to do, if you want to try that game out. I think you like it. I don't know how much you like it, but I think you at least like it. Yeah, the ban was from how long ago? That was like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. It says 1400 days, so about 4 years ago. Snuck one. We have 40 minutes left. So at 6:37. Oh, you. Stop moving. Oh, I want to play this song. I love this song. It's a classic. Almost 47. It's gloves of silence. I forgot where I get those. They're requiring. Oh, you need 54 hunter anyway. To make the gloves. Oh, they're from. Okay. Let's get it, dude. I'm really okay. 47 thieving. And we get all these seeds, bro. I love pickpocketing master farmer. It's pretty sick. Let's get him, brother. And I get snapegrass seeds, which is really good. Yeah, get it. I think the most realize we can get the snapegrass seeds, which is actually huge because that'll be nice eventually. So it's like really good long term. Boom, 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 boom. Dang it, bro. It went through, right? Yeah, it did. Okay. Six, okay. Actually, what does this give us? Chest and Heminster? Oh, I get something from Relica. Actually, do I have wheel? I do have the desert on there. I wanted to make sure I had every area. I forgot. Desert's gonna be interesting. I don't know what I would do in the desert. I'm sure I can find ideas. Oh, I could do with the agility pyramid. Wait, that's... Oh, wait, no. I'm too low agility, I think. Well, I'm low right now, and then even training it would be pretty shit. Damn, I need to get the desert. I want to get that later then. Once I can train more agility. Like if I get Karamja first, then I can do... If I get Karamja before desert, then I can do... I can do that. Because then I can get like 60. And then that's a decent level for it. So I don't like fail like 30 times. I might go for... I feel like getting... I might need GP. After I run out of these cakes, I'm gonna do some GP. Do some guards, I think, to get your GP stuff. Ooh, a ran RC, that's huge. I think that my most preferable area right now is Varrock. Like just having like access to Varrock. Cause then I can get 10k from the stronghold. I do one more. All right. Now we get more cakes, and I think we do guards. Sweet. Look at all that. All right, we're gonna actually put seeds here. Let's organize this real quick. Let's go, baby. I need some money, bro. Give me some money. fuck? Actually, do I just... How much... If they drop... I wonder how much do they drop. Oh, they have different ones? Yeah. Yeah, it's not worth it. No. Yeah, I'm not getting these guys at all. Okay, fuck you. You know what? Bow, 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 bow. No, gimme. Banger of bangers? Yeah, I gotta play this game again. I want to do another playthrough. Yummy. 40 minutes. Oh, no, 20 minutes. Shit. I gotta refresh that. There we go. Finally.
Level up completed.
Oh, let's go. Near the end of it. We have like 10 minutes left, 13 minutes left. We got 48 thieving. That is actually so important. Just the more levels we get on these, the better. It's the best way to get the seeds I need. I gotta click on these guys. I gotta level up somehow. Unfortunately, this is what the thieving skill is until I get to a different area. I'm basically have a wheel where I roll for like different areas in the game, and I have to spend 10 hours of in-game time in that area. So that's why I'm doing like weird, I have like unconventional methods of training. Like this, like thieving itself, like doing this is normal, but like at this level, thieving this thing is not that great. But if I get to another area where I can like plant these seeds or use these seeds in any way, it's really strong. So you'll see the roll in like 11 minutes. It's 6:34. getting it, dude. We're getting it. Boom. Boom. Click, click, click faster. All right. Okay, I have to go. Five minutes. All right, I'm gonna log out. I know I have 5 minutes, but my food's here. food time. Put on a video to watch.
When Mega Dragonite was first...
Oh, wait. Show this one. There we go.
revealed, a lot of people theorized that it would have no guard as its ability. We already knew it would be more specially based on all the special attacks it was using in the trailer. And how cool would no guard have been with Hurricane, Zap Cannon, Focus Blast, and Fire Blast? Of course, that didn't happen, but today we can try out something similar with no guard regular Dragonite. To throw off Hurricanes, Zap Cannons, and Focus Blasts that can't miss, spreading paralysis for this team to boost Life Orb Hex from Golden Go. We're playing National Dex AAA with the rank 6 team. Let's see how we do. Today we're using a pretty disgusting team. I cannot lie. See, the idea behind this team is that you spread paralysis and then Golden Go wins, which is kind of like OU, except if there was no Ting Loop.
Oh, wait, I clicked on the wrong video.
The coolest new anti-meta plug in Hisuian Decidueye. With sturdy Hisuian Avalugg as a built-in focus sash, it has wide lens plus rock slide to make them 99% accurate, wide guard to protect teammates, and its signature move Mountain Gale was recently buffed from 100 to 120 base power. And Hisuian Decidueye can ignore Rage Powder because of its grass typing, injured to 100 wide guard to protect teammates, and its signature move Mountain Gale was recently because of scrap. Let's break down the team even more and use it for ourselves. We are absolutely back with some Trick Room Mega Kangaskhan. We have Noobish here. This team was made by Shiny Sophion. Big shout out to them. So Kangaskhan is really unique because obviously it's able to attack twice due to parental bond. So you can get a double fake out, you can get a double edge, and a double edge. Nice. The quad
I low-key think
and
pre-nerf Megas Kangaskhan would be fine in this meta.
Last time, Sucker Punch,
I think they should. I don't think Kangaskhan needs a nerf.
Ice Punch. Hammer Arm is pretty interesting because
it
allows you to lower your speed in Trick Room, but it also smokes things like King Gambit. So it's a lot stronger than King Gambit. Then Ice Punch allows you to kill things like Garchomp, just taking them clean out, unless they're Citrus Berry. That's basically the only way that Garchomp can live this.
I'll fix it.
Next up, we have Chandelier. Same mon that we did last time on Trick Room, this combo. Same exact set. Heat Wave, Shadow Ball, Trick Room, Protect. Flash Fire means you don't care about Charizard Y. Your Ghost types are immune to Fake Out. It's almost impossible to stop your Trick Room from being set up if this is next to Kangaskhan. So it's really, really strong in that regard. Because even if they lead like Farigarath plus a Pokemon, you still have Kangaskhan actually attacking things like King Gambit, which would actually threaten Chandelier in that regard. One of the cooler mons on the team is Kragis, the Hisuian Avalugg. I absolutely love this Pokemon. Did you guys know that Mountain Gale got a buff? It is now 120 base power, which is awesome. We're running the wide lens on this Pokemon, so we have 93% accuracy on that, and our rock slides are 99% accuracy. With the max defense investment, Body Press does like 98% minimum to King Gambit, even if it's max HP, and obviously the non-max HP variants die. Wide Guard is really cool because you can protect the team from Heat Wave and Earthquake. Avalugg actually has a pretty good matchup into Garchomp plus Zard because of Rock Slide plus Mountain Gale. And then Sturdy is basically your secondary focus sash. It's so annoying for the team. Chandelier has the first sash, and this one has the second sash just built in. Then we have Farigarath. Farigarath is the secondary Trick Room mon for the team. We have Psychic Noise, which is really good into Pokemon like Sinistcha and like Annihilate, stopping them from getting healed. And then we have Thunderbolt to help deal with the rain matchup, like Pelipper, Trick Room, of course, and then Protect. Armor Tail prevents us from being faked out ourselves. Whereas you bring Chandelure in like the Sun matchup, you could bring Farigarath in other matchups as well. Hisuian Decidueye, I have used this Pokemon in draft in the Wolfie Draft League as of recently, and I really do love this Pokemon. But the Life Orb Close Combat allows you to knock out our Chaladon straight up. Of course, with Scrappy, you are ignoring Intimidate. The reason it's Close Combat over Triple L is just for the Oko on our Chaladon. Because you are a Grass type, you ignore the Rage Powder from Sinistcha next to it, which is really nice. Leaf Blade is good into Milotic. Brave Bird allows you to hit Sinistcha for super effective damage, and then Protect. It does have some speed because it allows it to outspeed Brave-Natured Incineroar in Trick Room. So if they lead Incineroar plus Farigarath and you decide to lead Decidueye plus whatever, you can actually just close combat straight up the Incineroar next to Farigarath and just not have to worry, and you should be able to outspeed it. And then lastly, we have Chople King Gambit. This is actually a new change. They were not using a Chople King Gambit. They were using Black Glasses during the Encore tournament they were in. But Kowtow, Ironhead, Sucker Punch, and Swords Dance. The idea is that on those like ending turns of Trick Room where people go for Protect, you take advantage of it by going for Swords Dance and just be a giant threat. So that is a squad for today. Let me give you guys the team code. So here is the team ID if you want to use the team yourself. Of course, if the team ID does not work because I replaced this since I'm creating a lot of content, here are the EV spreads. So it should be pretty easy to make for the most part. I really like the combination of Avalugg plus Decidueye. I have a lot of experience with them, at least in singles. So I'm very excited to try out this team today. If you guys do enjoy this content, make sure you let me know. Feel free to leave a like. And, you know, if you want to go the extra mile, feel free to subscribe. I'm about 11,000 subscribers away from 500,000, which is a crazy milestone. And if you want to join me on that journey, feel free to, but zero pressure. Also, really quick, while these are still available, we've sold over 70% of the bundles. But if you guys want to pick up my new Pokegame Alestrals card, I'm in an official card game. The bundle link is down below. Thanks for all the support. And yeah, let's get right into the games. Okay, so we are fighting Sand. Sand is interesting. Obviously, Avalugg has a pretty unique role here if I want to bring it, because it is able to stop the Earthquake and the Rock Slide combo. I do love Decidueye. Life Orb Decidueye looks absolutely insane in this matchup, allowing me to basically just get up just free close combats on their entire team. There's no resist on their team. So I definitely want to bring Decidueye in the back. We want to worry about Corviknight though. So I'm leaning towards Chandelure plus Kangaskhan, mainly because I can fake out one and do the other. The other option though is Farig next to Kangaskhan. And I might actually do this lead just so I'm guaranteed Trick Room. And then from there, go Decidueye and actually bring Chandelure, mainly because there's not a lot of Pokemon that could take the combination of Hammer Arm plus Heat Wave. I'm basically going off these two, and this gives me guaranteed Trick Room and doesn't care about them. So I'm going to try this combo. Again, this is me learning the team as we're going. I plan on having a longer video today. And yeah, let's just see how it goes. Obviously, I like the Chandelure because I'm extremely scared about Corviknight, right? I want to be able to have that Heat Wave. Look at Heat Wave and look at all their team besides Tyranitar. They should bring Tyranitar, but I can see Sneasler, I can see Golden Go, Corviknight lead too. The only reason I didn't lead Chandelure is because if they lead Tyranitar plus Excadrill, I immediately lose my Sash for no reason, and I probably go down, and I don't end up getting the Heat Wave. Like, I can fake out one, or I can even KO Tyranitar with Hammer Arm, but then I don't get rid of Corviknight. Like, Corviknight's scary in the back. So, we'll see how this goes.
Oh, no.
And again, this is my first game, I think, into Master Ball after that I got after the Barbarical video, so. Okay, great lead for me. Yeah, great lead for me. Because I get a guaranteed, I think I get a guaranteed Trick Room here. Because I can just fake you out. I'm going to hope that you're bulky enough to be able to live this. And then maybe die to sand. This is what I want, right? Like we want to fake out Sneasler, that way it can't close combat Noobish. It is Mega Tyranitar. It's going to depend on EVs here. I do think Colbert could have been good here, but it's still not the end of the world even if we do end up going down. I'm just hoping that Giraffe is EV to live just barely. just barely. Because there's a world where they close combat into Sneasler, or excuse me, into Kangaskhan, and then they go for knockoff into the Giraffe. But again, Colbert could have saved me in this case. They go for upper hand, which, nope, that does not work. It does not work when you have Armor Tail. So we break, well, it's not Sash, it's going to be on sand, right? It's most likely going to be, or let's see if we live. Oh, they go for Rock Slide, okay. Now this turn is still very bad for me. This turn is very bad for me if I get flinched. We do manage to get up Trick Room, awesome. And now we have the freest double attack of our life here, because the Giraffe is going to be able to knock out, oh, and I have Thunderball on Giraffe. Wow, Thunderball and Psychic Noise actually beats Corviknight. That's amazing. I'm realizing, I know that, right, typing-wise. But this is amazing because we're going to actually be able to lower our speed past something like Gambit this turn. They definitely should have went for knockoff, but I think their thought process was if I'm Cobra Berry on the Giraffe, they want to be able to stop the switch and then go from the Red Velvet is King Gambit. Yep. Makes sense. However, they go for Protect, but that's okay. That is definitely okay. We want Farigiraf to go down for the most part. I low-key want to take out Gambit. No, I think I always want to take out Tyranitar here. Just because of Chandelure in the back. So I'll go for this. Positioning-wise, I would like to be in versus Decidueye if they want to go for Kowtow. I could see them going out into... okay, they do switch. That's back into Sneasler? Yeah, I don't care about Sneasler, right? The big thing is I want to get rid of the Tyranitar. So they switch first. We know they're slower. This is better positioning for me. Hey, and we land. And the little baby, come on, little kangaroo. Little Kanga Joe. Yeah. Okay, so we get rid of T-Tar, which is amazing. And Sandturns are being wasted, right? So we're most likely always going to be able to have the Sash in the back. And now they're in a really interesting situation. Because I can just pick up some KOs next turn. And again, having Chandelure, we get a guaranteed Trick Room. So the Sash is most likely an extra drill if they have it. Look at Hammer on putting in some work early. That's it. All right, awesome. So basically, I guess their last two mons were Excadrill plus the Kowtow mon. But I feel like that's weird because then you have nothing to resist your own Earthquake. So are you just high horsepower on the team, no Earthquake? Hey, I got 10 battles with the Decidueye. Let's go. Also, if you guys do enjoy this content, feel free to let me know. Feel free to subscribe. I know some people skip ahead from the thing, and I said this before, but I'm on my way to 500,000 subs. I'm about 11,000 subscribers away. And if you want to join me on that journey, feel free to. No pressure, though. You don't feel like you have to subscribe just because I asked. If you enjoy the content, though, feel free to. If you want to see more. But I guess YouTube will recommend it anyway, so who cares at the end of the day. Okay. I do like Chandelure because Chandelure is really strong. I actually do like Avalugg a lot in this game because of those bottom 3 Pokemon specifically. I feel like it's going to be Avalugg, King Gambit in the back. They look really strong into most of their mons. And then we want something to be able to deal with Staraptor mode if they do that. So I think it's you. Plus you, because we can Ice Punch immediately. If they CC me, that's pretty bad. But I can Trick Room plus Fake Out if they don't bring Giraffe. If they do bring Giraffe and they switch, that's fine. I think we'll go this mode. This seems relatively okay here. Trying to think. Chandelure's really good. But I like the idea of stopping... I like the idea of having Psy Noise to stop Staraptor a lot. And also Bitter Blade, which means I wall Ceruledge. Because they won't be able to... If it's the standard bulk up, Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak, Protect, then my whole team will wall it because they can't attack with it. And also I want Ice Punch into Garchomp immediately if I can. And Mountain Gale's strong as hell, man. I don't care. Alright, oh yeah, this is a great lead for us. Because I immediately get to Ice Punch with my Kangaskhan into Garchomp. I will go for Trick Room if they let me. If they have Imprisoned, so be it. It's not the end of the world because I have Psy Noise, which is something that not a lot of them are running. Obviously, we can't Fake Out here, but again, having the immediate Ice Punch to KO a Pokemon that threatens my Gambit is good. I'm hoping that this mode means they didn't bring Staraptor. They ended up bringing Metagross, which is really good for my Gambit. They go for Rock Slide. They miss on Farigiraf. That's whatever. The big one is not flinching Kangaskhan. It's Life Orb. That did 0. Let's see if we get flinched. If we don't, then we get an Earthquake. We get an Ice Punch off and we kill them. Beautiful. All right, so Garchomp is going to go clean down, immediately doing that. I don't know if they double Trick Roomed here or what they did, but did they Imprison? They went for Psychic. Okay, awesome. So we do end up getting up a Trick Room here, which is nice. And whatever partner comes out next, we're pretty strong into. We haven't shown off Hammer Arm, but then the Ice Punch tech is just putting in some work early on, which is great. I don't care about Farigiraf because I do have King Gambit in the back. It is Metagross mode. Nice. Trying to think what I want to do here. Okay, I'm going to Psy Noise into you and Double Edge. The reason I'm Psy Noising into Farigiraf is to suppress the berry. I'm assuming it stops the berry recovery. just based on the properties of side noise. I don't play a lot of VGC, man. I mean, I have been lately, but I don't play it enough. I'm assuming it stops the recovery. So I basically want to get maximum damage off on Farigarath, right? Because we're no longer fearing Staraptor, we're thinking something like... What else they had in the back? Maybe Sarah Ledge in the back, which would be okay for me. Yeah, so Side Noise again suppresses a berry. If they want to refresh Trick Room, that's fine too. I'm at full HP and I have my own Citrus Berry. Yep, prevent it from healing. Beautiful. Yeah, it should suppress a berry. And we just get massive amount of damage.
Oh my
yeah, we just
God.
want this massive damage. So we want no berry recovery, no nothing. We want it to be able to go down next turn. We don't care if this mon goes down. And they go for Stomping Tantrum. So they know they're not body press. Awesome. So Nubish goes down. They can refresh the Trick Room if they want to, but I don't care. And they go right for Trick Room again. That's fine by me. And this is exactly why we brought King Gambit here. So now we have the, we go for Trick Room again. No reason not to. And we go for Kowtow into Metagross. Because they're Stomping Tantrum and not Body Press, there's not really... If I was not Black Glasses, I did change it from Black Glasses to Chopple because Shiny Sophion said so. And then last Mon should always lose to Aval. I'm pretty sure we live this. I'm pretty positive we live this. This is a King Gambit. It's max HP. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I know we live that for sure. I'm a giraffe. This Mon doesn't die. Y'all seen the memes on Twitter? This Mon lives like 2 nukes. All right, so I get a beautiful max attack, Kowtow Cleave. Metagross does live. Let's see if we get flinched.
I think we're just such a cool Mon.
We do get flinched, unfortunately. Not the end of the world, though. Definitely not the end of the world. Because we can just protect here. And then we can Kowtow the Metagross. It sucks, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? If they want to Stomping, that's fine too. They should still fear me setting up Trick Room, but if they go for Stomping here, great play. If they protect me, if they predict me to protect, great play too, but whatever. Yeah, great play. But again, I'm a King Gambit at the end of the day, so they go down. Right now, their Giraffe is kind of a liability, and I do have Sturdy in the back as well, so let's see what they have. Because the only thing they can really try and do is like prevent my Trick Room. It is Sarah Ledge. Okay, so we definitely go for Trick Room and we always attack Sarah Ledge no matter what. Because you can only get one, and then we have Avalugg in the back to Side Noise, basically stopping Sarah Ledge from doing anything. There's no reason to protect either. Maybe last turn I could have just set it up again, but I do think this gives me more odds of getting up Trick Room or just being in a better position. A Bitter Blade there.
Ooh. They're probably cold.
Oh my god, this Mon is stupid. But I always knew it was stupid. And they T-Bolt Gambit. Nice. And the amazing thing is, now I can go out to Avalugg with Trick Room up. They cannot Shadow Sneak. And we can go right for Rock Slide plus Side Noise. My goat is in. Also, my goat's not going to miss because it's my goat. I guess my best play is actually just to double attack this thing. I should just be safe. Like, I'm pretty sure Rock Slide smokes it, but just to be safe with Thunderbolt plus that, because Avalugg's not gonna die ever. And if they have close combat plus whatever, we're good. So nice little 99% accurate Rock Slide. Let's go. And a Thunderbolt goes off, so we knock out their Giraffe. They can never Shadow Sneak me, plus they can't Bitter Blade this turn if they want. If they do Bitter Blade, I don't care. And then my Avalugg, my Kyrgyz is here. And there it is, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Even if they had CC, they couldn't win the game because I had, what's it called? That's 99%. Let's go, Kyrgyz. Let's go. Look at the table. I love the table. I've used this Pokemon probably more than anybody in 6v6 singles. And that is not like an exaggeration. If you go back to a lot of my streams, this Pokemon's on about 130 teams a month. And not even, again, in 6v6. So the table did it. It did its job. We were able to get rid of that. Let's go. Happy with how it started out. So we're going to go ahead and get another game, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, Sun is scary, but this is why we have you. Chandler matches up really well in the Sun. Unironically, stopping spread moves with Avalug plus Rock Slide I think is really strong here. I guess last mon would be Gambit. Because it gives me a matchup into the Floette if they decide to bring it. It's also good into Farig too. Yep. I think that makes no sense here. Let's see. Again, wide guard is going to be pretty cool here from Avalug if we ever need to. But just the fact that Channeler exists is going to be really good too. Because Heat Waves are very strong into my opponent. While they're on a 9-game win streak. Okay, good for me. Let's see. There's going to be 9-game here. I think that very. Okay, good for me. They'll fake me out here. Can't really stop them. And they'll probably go for Trick Room, right? I'm just going to double attack if I can. I could see them actually ignoring going for Fake Out. And what they end up doing here is they're just going right for the attack into Instant or attack into Chandelier to break it down because they have fire types in the back. Plus bring out something like... Yeah, exactly. Plus go for Trick Room so they can gather guys. So this is why I went for this. First off, this lets my Kangaskhan be incredibly slow into Trick Room. They might also... They probably die. I don't think they're scissors on this team. Yeah! Alright, beautiful. So we get rid of Incineroar. We're -2 speed now. We are -2 speed on our Kangaskhan. And they most likely went for Trick Room for us. Like, this is just the best turn ever. This is definitely the best turn ever. Because they're not going to be able to touch Chandelure. Plus, they're going to have to go Torkoal, boost my Chandelure, give me a super strong Heat Wave. And then kind of go from there. Probably Pyro last, right? What's my speed stat? Torkoal's still faster. Alright, they're gonna Helping Hand plus do that, but I just go for Heat Wave because I have Wide Guard next to it. Yep. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they Weather Ball without KO me.
Oh, this game.
Which is smart.
Bro, it's fast. We'll finish this game up.
You know, I feel like I always say this about Kangaskhan, but my gosh, is this Mon absolutely insane. And then we get the Sun Boosted Heat Wave, which will probably knock out that Mon. We go down, and then positionally, we get to bring out the slowest Mon under Trick Room. Avalug on the field.
Oh my god, that damage!
Thanks for the Trick Room. And I understand their turn 1. If I'm not Hammer Arm, their turn 1 works a lot better. They probably live. Or not. I don't care.
Bro, this oh my god, Pokegame is going crazy. Jay, my name is Joey.
And there's the Pyroar. Unfortunately for you, my friend, you have given me way too much. I might be nervous about my berries, but I don't care. So we stopped the 9-game win streak. I'm sorry.
Damn, you cooked his ass.
It's okay.
Holy. All right, we have 5 minutes left. And then we roll a new area. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're not even close to the level, so we're not going to get a level before we leave, which is unfortunate, but I'm excited to leave here because this was definitely not the most exciting starting area. I feel like there wasn't much to do. But I think this is what it's gonna be like for the first few areas. Unless we roll a really good one. What the? Two minutes. 1 minute. Oh my God, hurry. And if we roll this area again, we just re-roll. We're not gonna do the same area. At least like back to back. All right. I think we're back. 10 hours. We gotta log out. Now we have to roll. It's time. All right, wheel. All right, let's focus on the wheel. All right, let's minimize the that. It's more centered. Okay, dude, this is the wheel. We got Varlamore, Candor and South. Varlamore South, Candor and South. Gren North. I have Candor North. Let me see. Candor in. Do I have Candor North? Oh, I do have Candor North. Candor and South. Let me double check. Okay, sorry. Varlamore South, Candor and South, Karen North, Desert, Kebos, Karamja. Oh, what's Kebos? Oh, I don't know why that was included. I changed my mind on that. I guess I rolled with it on. It's not legit anymore, bro. That's part of Candor and South. I guess it's part of it. I'm just gonna say Zaya. I guess more accurate, it's Zaya North and Zaya South. I don't know if that's how you spell. Is that how you spell Zaya? Yeah. Okay. Where do we go today? Looks like it's Karamja. We're going to Karamja for 10 hours. All right. But before we do that, I'm going to log into my main so I can look at the map there. Did not... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think it did pop up. I just minimized it, so I made it weird. Okay. Thought I didn't see it for a second. Let me go on my main, look at the map there. And then as we unlock, like, do quests, we'll have Prifdinus on there. Well, that will not be for a long time. Mauritania. What's it called? Not Apatal. Apatal will be included in Karamja, I think. To go there, at least. There'd be other stuff, too. Karamja's a little dangerous, though, because it's anti-poison. I need anti-poison. But I need to look up dropped items. Let me actually get rid of this. Go back on OSRS. Why is it not showing? Runelight? Hello? Runelight. There we go. I don't know why it's not showing it. Okay, let's look at the map. I'm gonna actually make this bigger. So Karamja. So Karamja is gonna include. It's just this whole place, like everything here. It's pretty small. Port Sarum. So this area. We could do sailing, get some sailing levels. It'll just be this area, not here. Like Karamja, like this, and then the islands are surrounding it. Apatal, stuff like that. And then whatever sailing items that are around it, like Void. I think I'll count this too, just because it's near it. And then Felled Up Hills will be like whatever this place, whatever this places. I haven't been there before. This is actually cool. So there's a lot of fishing we can do. Lobster. It looks like we're not gonna be able to do salmon or anything though. Unfortunately, we also can't go here, which I don't really think matters. Not much food we can grab. So there's not much there's not much food at all. Any runes or stuff like that? Wait, does dying in... All mini games are safe. Okay. All right. So we can do the Pandemonium. Is there any quests we can do? Jungle Potion, Hunter. We don't have Hunter level. Man, there's really actually not much. We can't go into Shallow Village either. We can mine. Damn, dude, Karamja's bad too. Because, oh, we could do agility. Again, this could be an agility simulator. Plus getting sailing off the, sailing out of the way with the pandemonium. I think we just do pandemonium first. Problem is, I don't know where the quest starts for that. Pandemonium. Where do you start? Fast travel to Port Sarim. Damn it. I can't do that right now. Oh, wait, no. Talk to Will on the dock. Yeah, the docks of Port Sarim. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Damn. Okay, I think it's an agility. We're doing agility. Because fishing... Is there really any fishing spot? What's the fishing spot here in the Pandemonium? I don't know if I can get there right now, though, anyway, but I'm curious. Small net / bait fishing. And then bait fishing is just shit. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go to Karamja. It's agility. Okay. So it looks like we're going... We have to go straight there. So I'm going to go to the bank. Let's just bank our stuff. Then head over there. All right. All right, 10, 10. We need money to get to Karamja. And then we need... I'll bring some strange fruits, because we're going to need some strange fruits. And then... Do we need anything else? Wait, is there even a bank on Karamja? Oh, it's in the fight caves place, right? Okay. So that's going to be a little annoying, I feel like. So I'm just going to bring 8 food. Is there... Oh, we can tally it there for here, right? Or do I have to, like... I need 40 combat for pest control. Fishing trawler, last man standing, clan wars. Can you not teleport there right now? This is our fight pit? Okay. No. Okay, we can telly there. I don't think they aggro. Unless you attack something. Okay, so now how do we get out of there? Okay, now we're visually in Karamja. So we can mine stuff around here. But I need to do a quest for the mining. It's just a waste of time. They have fishing. There's 2 banks. Gem shop. Sword shop. Alright, we're gonna have to run over here. Then turn off. Depends on combat levels. Yeah, so now I can't attack you. Alright, we're gonna have to get out of here. Then we have cake and strange fruit, so we're gonna be able to make our way out. We just have to be careful, because we can get hit. Are there any item spawns? Oh, it's not showing? Why is it not showing? It's like randomly disconnected. There we go. It was on a second ago. Thanks, Orc. I appreciate it. But welcome. I mean, it was, I had it on. All right, so now let me change the title because we're in Karamja now. I can't be hit by anything right here. Oh, no. Let's get to a safe spot first. I was pretty sure I was in a safe spot there, but I don't want to risk it. I didn't know if you were in Wildy. Oh, fair, yeah. Well, if I was in the Wildy, I would still have it on here. Or I'd do it offline, this section. The channel, but I think it would be more fun. Okay, we get a rope. What can we trade? Is there anything different from here? Oh, we can't buy these. I don't think it lets you buy these, but... I don't want to risk knowing, so I'm not going to buy any of those. I don't think you can buy those. I think that's like kind of obvious. But we only have 669 HP or GP. These are stats from the first 10 hours. We were in South Karend. So not... Let me actually change the title. Karamja. I guess I never had it in the first place on this one. On Twitch. How does sailing work? We're gonna make it... I haven't gotten to that point yet, but it's... once I get it, I'll section it off. But for now, I think... I might section it off, but for now, we might do it to like... Let's say I roll an island. Or like I like roll Karamja. I'll only be able to sail to the islands near it. So like if I rolled Fremennik, where is this? Fremennik, I can access, I'll be able to access all of this stuff. Like around here, like Lunar Isle forward. That makes sense. I haven't really thought about sailing. That was a hard one to think about. Because to get for sailing, I have to unlock it first. And there's some stuff that are like that I'm like locked behind right now. So I don't have Mauritania unlocked yet because I haven't rolled the area to do the quest yet. And I'm probably gonna need multiple areas for quests anyway. So I'm not gonna do that until I do the quest itself to unlock Mauritania. Stuff like that. But for sailing, I think it's just going to be the surrounding ocean I can go to in an area. So like all around here, like Ape Tall, stuff like that. All right. So at first, I think we can do the first thing I'm thinking of is Brimhaven Agility Arena. Excuse me. I'm gonna look at quests we could do. So I don't think there's many we can do. We're level 3. And I don't want to I don't really want to train combat skills unless I absolutely have to, because I want quests to be able to do that for me. 30 fire making, 30 cooking, and jungle potion. Okay. So we need to do that if we want to do that. And then we can get, let me see, let's check jungle potions requirements. I think I need herb lore for that, so I can't really do that. Yeah, I need druidic ritual, so I can't do that at all because I haven't unlocked the area for druidic ritual. Let's look at more quests around here. Tribal totem. So tribal totem I can do. The question is, what do I gain out of it? Again, have I done this quest? Artie teleports, glory yeah, we can't really do much of it for now. What do I need? It gives me thieving experience in gold swordfish, so it's not really useful. But I think it's worth starting at the very least, because then when I go to Artie, then I can complete it. Okay, so that's, I'm going to write that down on the notes. Okay. Karamja area. Karamja. We're going to go tribal totem. Brimhaven agility. And then let's go. Let's see. What else can we do? It's jungle potion and type of wanting, right? Yeah. Okay, tribal totem. There's hunter. It really isn't much just because I haven't unlocked a lot yet. I would do the Pandemonium quest, but I can't do it right now. So what? I guess I can also. Oh, this is. I can count this for desert as well. It's like right in the middle. So if I really want to rule, like, I think it's pretty valid to have that in that area. To be fair, we'll get to it. If it's like, we'll see. So Brimhaven agility arena. What can I even do? Wait, can I even do any of Brimhaven agility? Medium level. Right, courses. High level. I'm assuming this is the Brimhaven. No, let me look. Brimhaven agility. Bring some food. Okay, we actually can do. Oh, okay, wait a minute. We might be able to do the crazy strat for agility. I think. Okay, we can do agility. What else can we do? Let's check the... Anything around here now? If I was able to get runes, I would like maybe fight, I don't know, Tazar or something. There's a general store. Damn, there's really nothing. This actually kind of sucks. But we move on. To Brimhaven. Oh. I'm gonna fight this guy. Die, imp. Maybe we get something cool. It's our first. Fiendish ash. Burnt bread. Prayer XP. Alright, let's start this. I probably should have brought food for. I should have went back to the bank and get food. That's fine. Alright, let's start this quest at least. Okay. Any other quests we can do? Damn, no. Ooh, another imp. Get the imp, baby. Oh my god. It's down to the wire. Dude, that imp is short. I know it's an imp, but Jesus. What do we get? Ooh, a white bead. We need that. Okay, let's go to the bank. Thank God these guys can't attack me. Otherwise, we would be screwed without a bank. All right, we'll do that. And then we'll grab cakes, money. Eat the strange fruit. Let's go. It's so down, dude. We're so down. I'm going to do some agility and test it out. We don't have much GP, so we have to be careful. Carmelita, the goat boss in Silk Song. Second best boss in the Hollow Knight series. Or at least that I've fought. I haven't fought Pure Vessel yet. Or Absolute Radiance. Do we just fight these guys? So many imps over here. Let me look up Karamja, see if there's anything interesting.
Level up completed.
What do we level up? Oh, we got 86. We got 2 strength. No way. All right. Let's see if there's anything around here. Oh, we could probably do diaries. Something. 40 mining, which we don't have. Use the rope swing to travel to the small island northwest of Karamja where the moss giants are. Pick 5 bananas. Explore Karn Island. Kill a Joker. Tempt the fight pits or fight cave. Use the fishing spots north of the banana plantation. This? We could actually do low key. We might be able to do it. Man, if we had herb lore though, might have to save these for herb lore. I think we can do them. We can do most of them. Ahoy, pay up. Alright, we'll do this for a while. So can I access this thing right here? Am I allowed to do these? Oh, I can. Oh my lord, I wish... What's the camera thing? Attached camera. Have to keep track of my HP. Dude, this is crazy XP, bro. We're gonna be here for a while. I'm actually going to turn on game sounds.
Level up completed.
Actually, I want to keep that. Valley shortcut, baby. Might watch some videos. Ow. I'm actually gonna make this smaller. All right, I'm gonna let me set this up. We're gonna watch a video. Actually, it's not in here. Here.
I'm a
Try to set it. All right, we'll do it like this. Okay, we're gonna do React Andy. Lego time, bro. We're gonna have it like this. Do. Actually, and then we'll have it over still. This works. I think.
If you've played RuneScape for any amount of time, you will know the absolute icon that is Mod Ash. In my opinion, the most iconic person from RuneScape, closely followed by
All right, let's get it, dude.
I'm about to go to court, and I don't even know what I did wrong. Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs is making up tons of lies about me to the police to try to get me thrown in jail so I can't release my documentary about them. But the crazy part is I'm not even allowed to know what they're saying I did. Legally, I'm not allowed to film inside court, so I formally requested the audio, but since there was no visual, I hired an animator to animate over it.
Right now, I kind of don't even know what I'm being charged for because all of
Oh,
the
this is
body cam footage
hilarious.
has been redacted, and they say it's to protect the victims. However, I think there are some redactions that maybe don't make sense and that weren't to protect the victims.
Dude, he better have a lawyer.
Things being said about me that are redacted I don't know about.
I do have some concern in this case with the defendant representing himself. The allegations here.
Bro, why is he not have a freaking lawyer?
He's a person he's a YouTuber, who creates videos, publishes them online, and has been. If this defendant were to represent himself and we were to provide body cams and discovery, we would be now providing additional information and fodder for this defendant to create videos from which he could profit by placing them on YouTube at the expense of our victim. I
Level
have
up,
serious
completed.
concerns for that.
Yeah, the state of Utah is claiming that if they tell me what I'm being accused of, then I'll use it for content on my YouTube channel. And they can't have that. They're arguing to the judge that the best thing to do is to not let me know what's being said about me, which is very strange, but that's their argument. And just in case you haven't been following along with this whole Lego story, this is all happening because I stepped in to help a family who got their Lego collection stolen from a company called Bricks and Minifigs. And for the last couple months, this company's been doing whatever they can to get me arrested so they can keep all the Legos for themselves. And this isn't even just me speculating. One of their own employees literally told us what their plan was.
I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we get them arrested?
But eventually, Bricks and Minifigs found out that I'm not just some random kid. I'm actually a YouTuber making a documentary on the entire scandal.
So the YouTube guy is named Reckless Ben. I don't want to be on YouTube.
Yeah, this is when things really started getting crazy. Bricks and Minifigs went into ultimate defense mode and was going to do whatever it takes to prevent this documentary from coming out. First, the police got a call saying I had heroin on me.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle.
And
I think it's like a
obviously,
recap mixed in with his
then they got a call saying
court
that
case.
I was the one that stole the Legos. And I got swatted by the entire police department.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
And we all got arrested. But right when I got out of jail, I got a warrant for my arrest for some mystery crime that I committed.
It seems like this guy might live in LA, or his last known address is in LA.
Yeah, the police showed up to my house all the way in Los Angeles to arrest me without bail.
He was like, just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest.
But the police couldn't arrest me.
Any idea where he actually is?
No idea.
Okay.
I was somewhere very far away. But anyways, back to court. The judge is looking at signing a protective order to protect Josh and all of his statements about me. If this protective order gets signed, then I'll never be able to find out what he's claiming I did.
I got bad news. I don't think we have any more budget for animation, dude.
Level up,
Oh, shoot.
completed.
Oh, so how do we animate this next court scene? I guess if we have to not pay the lawyers, then I guess the animation's more important, right?
Yeah, we decided maybe the lawyers are actually more important, so Yeah, we ran out of animation budget. Sorry, guys.
The court's inclined to sign this pretrial protective order unless you have an objection to it, Mr. Snyder, and the objection to such an order.
Yes, I think there's a bunch of misunderstandings in this case, and so this person doesn't want to get exposed, so he's making up a lot of lies about me to order to like get me arrested before he gets exposed. So that's what this whole thing's about.
However, before I was allowed to show any of the overwhelming evidence I have to support my claims, the judge didn't care about the evidence and signed the protective order anyways.
Mr. Schneider, the court's going to sign this order and serve it upon you.
So the court has made it clear. They do not want to look at the evidence and they want to protect Josh and Brandon for some reason. And now I have to somehow fight a court case against all of these mystery crimes against me that I have no clue what they're even saying I did. So this whole mess is happening in American Fork, Utah. But I'm also being charged with another case in Provo, Utah. This is where corporate bricks and minifigs is, which is why I'm also being charged here. And this police department has surprisingly actually followed the law when it comes to discovery, and they sent me all the raw body cam footage of what I'm being charged for. Let's start at the beginning, the moment I first met the CEO. The reason I'm talking to him right now is because before exposing this company for the grand theft they committed, I thought it was in good faith to give them an opportunity to do the right thing first before I make a documentary about this.
You had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store?
Nope. Never happened.
But the CEO did not want to take the opportunity to do the right thing and instead instantly called the cops on us.
Hi there, I'm calling to report a crime.
They themselves say, hey, you guys stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back, I'm going to burn the place down. Or we're going to burn the place down. Or I'll kill you. It's Ben Snyder who's been the one.
What the fuck? He just made that up.
There's you see in the police report that the crime he wanted to get us charged for is called extortion, which basically means we're threatening him into paying us, which is very illegal. However, obviously he's just making all of this up. The reality is, I just thought it was a nice gesture to give him the opportunity to do the right thing first.
If you guys do have our Legos, we just kind of want them back, you know?
But if there's one thing I've learned from this entire experience, it's that whoever ends up doing the morally right thing just ends up getting screwed over. So now it's time to play the way Bricks and Minifigs is playing and use their own strategy against them. Right now, their strategy is to get me arrested before I get them arrested. So now I'm gonna Uno reverse this and get Eamon, the CEO, arrested before he gets me arrested.
Completed.
But if I'm gonna be the reason that someone's going to jail, I should probably make sure that they definitely deserve this. So I'm gonna give them one more chance.
Get a lawyer. Oh my God, bro.
But instead of doing the right thing and attempting to work this out, Eamon just hid in his little office. And he called the police on me.
I can tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Normally I wouldn't want to get someone arrested, but we gave him every opportunity to talk to us, so at this point, he's just arresting himself. However, the only difference between my strategy and Bricks and Minifigs' strategy is I don't have to lie to the police. Eamon McNeff actually committed a crime. I have tons of crimes on camera that Eamon McNeff has committed. Let's start at the beginning with crime number 1.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who is that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened.
Eamon was first trying to claim that he's never even heard of Brian Mansell, and this guy definitely never had any Legos in a Bricks and Minifigs store. But once we showed him all the social media posts his own company made, it was very obvious that we just caught him in a lie. So the CEO decided to change his story, and now the story is the Legos used to be in the store, but the previous owner, Crystal, she stole the Legos right before they took over the store.
Back up the easy way.
We don't have the Lego. Crystal sold the Lego.
The only problem is their security camera footage of the previous owner getting kicked out.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment liability.
Corporate just said that they're going to be the ones to take over the consignment deal with all the Legos that are still in the store. And as extra proof that these Lego sets were still in the store, the owner went into the back and started taking pictures of everything that you can verify in the metadata with the timestamps that match the exact moment she's getting kicked out. And then you can see her leave the store with nothing in her hands, proving that the sets were still in the store and the CEO is lying to us right now. But that's only one side of the story. I also thought it was fair to hear his side.
You sent a bunch of pictures of the Lego still in the back, and you can see in the security camera footage, corporate comes and throws her out.
Great. I understand what you're talking about, but you have a misunderstanding of what has occurred, and you're taking one person's word over another person's word. You need to go after the party that's responsible, and you don't want to because that's not easy. You have accepted a narrative that is not real, and you are continuing to pursue that narrative because it's easy.
Level up.
I love this guy. This guy's fake as fuck.
Does all sorts of things that way.
It really was 3 years ago. This is like
trying to explain to me is we shouldn't be looking at the evidence. Instead, I should just be taking his word for it because he said so.
Crystal Law was a former franchisee of Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah.
She took Mr. Mansell's Lego, sold it, didn't pay him. She has his money.
But
she sold his Lego. She has his money.
To make it easier for you guys to understand the CEO's argument, we're going to demonstrate his argument with a little skit.
Oh, that wasn't a backflip. No.
Oh, are you sure?
You have a misunderstanding of what happened.
All right, let me. All right. Showing the progress. We got 30 agility. What can we access now with this? Agility pyramid? Okay, so once we get to the desert area, we could do that. But honestly, you need way higher agility to really take advantage of it, to be honest. And a bunch of courses. Oh, barb fishing. That's going to be good for later. For training. Let's go, dude.
Yes, this is the exact argument the CEO is trying to make. Something we just saw in video, the CEO is saying never happened, which would mean the CEO's lying. And most people would agree that lying is morally wrong. However, if you lie about a crime, the way Eamon's lying to me right now, that's not just morally wrong anymore. That crosses into new territory called illegal. The specific crime is called obstruction. If someone commits this crime, they can get arrested.
No way, dude.
We're at the police station, and we're going to charge them with a criminal crime, obstructing of evidence of a $200,000 theft. And good news for us, we found out last week that all of the police in Utah.
Yeah, this is super fucking recap episode.
Here. The police arrested my friend Sheldon for obstruction just for locking his phone.
Right now, you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back. I was just locking my phone.
You're under arrest for obstruction of evidence right now.
The crazy part is, the police didn't even have a warrant, so Sheldon locking his phone was 100% legal. But the police arrested him anyways because that's literally how serious the police take obstruction crimes here. They do not mess around when it comes to obstruction. So now, just imagine how angry the police are gonna be when I go into the police station and tell them that someone is actually, for real this time, committing an obstruction crime. And this obstruction crime is on a much bigger scale. Later, the police called me saying that they were going to do a police investigation on this.
Hey, Benjamin, this is Officer Halpern from Provo Police.
I told the detective the entire situation.
He was saying that this family's Lego sets were never even in the store, like all of this stuff, and it's all documented. I have video of all of him saying this. I think he's like falsifying evidence, and I think that's obstruction.
And now that we stole Bricks and Minifigs' strategy, I think the plan is finally going to work.
Looks like the CEO is going down.
I mean, I submitted the videos of Eamon saying we're gonna burn down the building and shoot him.
They themselves say, hey, you guys stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back,
Oh, this is more recent, actually.
we're gonna burn the place down.
Level up. Completed.
And then I submitted all the raw footage of
Or
the
do I
entire
not remember this
conversation I had
part?
with him, proving to
Or I
the
missed a
police
video.
that we never even said anything close to this. This raw footage verifies that everything I told the police is true, and everything Eamon told the police is a lie. On top of that, I even got access to the complete case Eamon made.
31?
And he doesn't have a single piece of evidence to support any of his claims. Which I guess makes sense. Like, how can you support evidence if you're just making everything up? Like, of course you can't submit anything.
So if the police have to decide what case to pursue, they're obviously going to pursue this case because it has like a ton of evidence. And then they're going to throw out Eamon's case that has no evidence at all.
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Hello, my name is Ben Schneider. A couple months ago, I made a case, and you were the officer that was helping me create it. I submitted a bunch of evidence through a link you sent me, and this was a couple months ago, and I haven't heard anything back. And so I'm just calling to see if I could get some type of update on how the case is going. It's about the CEO, Eamon McNeff of Bricks and Minifigs, in an obstruction case. And so if you could give me a call back at your earliest convenience, that'd be awesome.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed.
Yeah, literally no matter what I tried, I could not get a hold of this police officer. So I'm traveling all the way back to Utah to go back to the Provo police station in person to see how the police investigation against Eamon is going. And I just so happened to get a hold of the police schedule and arrived at the exact time this officer was supposed to arrive. But before I could speak to this officer, one of the other police officers called into the front desk and asked to talk to me.
Really? They said he was going to be here today at 3 o'clock.
There's always the chance that they might have called out sick or something.
Is there any way that you can, like, check if he's here, or?
He's definitely scheduled to be here. Like I said, they might have called out sick or something.
Are you able to look and see how the case is going? All I really want is kind of just an update on the case.
That's not something that I can tell you over the phone.
Okay, you can't even just tell me, like, how it's going, like, if he's still looking into it, or?
No, I can't. That's not something I can do.
Okay, well, thank you.
So basically, I came all the way out here to find 0 answers. But eventually, I did find an answer. They sent it to me in the mail. And looks like I was right. The police only had time to take on one of our cases. And it was Eamon's, not mine. Yes, the case that had an overwhelming amount of evidence. They thought that case was garbage. And they took on the case that has 0 evidence at all. In the police body cam footage, after the
animation is going crazy. Lego, baby.
Didn't threaten to burn the place down or literally anything. They even admitted to Eamon that there was no credibility with his entire case against me.
We agreed that there really was no extortion code that would fit your situation. However, you know, at the end of the day, we do want to help you guys so you're not having to deal with this fool and
Interesting.
all of his issues. We did find that there was another code that fit, and it's called aggravated commercial obstruction.
The police just told Eamon that
You just made shit
there's
up.
absolutely nothing to his claim against me. If they work together, maybe they can fabricate some type of charge against me.
However, the tricky thing is
Level
that
up
we have to
completed.
prove that this individual either entered or remains unlawfully on the premise. When he came to the property, did you have to ask him more than once to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, we're not leaving until we get it. And he's like, no. Like,
So Eamon's telling the police that even though they continuously told us to leave, we didn't leave. But if
You
we go
never
back
asked
and
us
look
to
at the
leave.
footage of what happened, this is the reality.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us. Okay. As a separate business entity, you got to take it up with them. You got to resolve it with them.
Okay, well, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Good luck.
You're good. Sweet, thank you.
Hey, you want to talk? They're on their way out. If you want me to grab them or not?
I don't know. It kind of looks like the reality of what happened is we left too early for them. They wanted to pull us back in to keep talking to us. But we did show back up a second time. And to Eamon's credit, about halfway through the conversation, he did say that if we don't leave, he's going to call the cops on us.
You can leave. If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
And this is right after I told him you could do it either the easy way and just give us the Legos back, or we can do it the hard way, implying that we would take him to court.
So you're threatening me.
I'm not threatening. We're right. Like, we have a right to the Legos, so we're gonna get them the easy way or the hard way.
What proof of ownership have you provided to me that you own this Lego?
I mean, I can give you proof if you want.
Right. Provide proof.
But right after he says this, he's now asking us to provide him proof that we actually are entitled to these Legos, so we can't leave now because he just told us to stay and provide proof. And then at the very end of the conversation, he says this one more time.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
We have to leave? Okay. Well, thank you for working with us, and so see you later.
Well, we have now all just seen the video footage of what actually happened. But now let's hear how Ammon describes it to the police.
Guys, at this point, I've asked you to leave. Please leave. Well, we you know, like, you have to listen to us. You have to pay us this money. No, guys, you need to leave, and you're not leaving. Like, but I asked multiple times, they did not leave.
So we lied.
Second-degree felony. He's facing felony charges. It is a felony?
Yes, because I went to the corporate headquarters and tried to give Ammon the easy way out of all of this, they're now trying to get me on a second-degree felony, which I don't really know how any of this would make me get a second-degree felony. Like, what the heck, police officers? But they're doing it, and the punishment for this crime is 15 years in jail.
I don't know, you know, like however else, you know, like some of that stuff comes through, but you know, like the reality is like, we've tried to talk with him and said, we're willing to work with you.
I think one of the main reasons the police keep taking Ammon's side instead of ours, besides the whole Mormon thing, is that Ammon keeps framing the situation as he's just the helpful CEO who's trying to do the right thing and return Brian's property. And we're the ones that are preventing him from giving it back to Brian. So, I say we rewatch the footage and see what actually happened.
We said we would be more than happy to help Mr. Mansell.
Yeah, because Brian said he
was unwilling to work with us.
Well, Brian said he asked for the store inventory, and that because he said like he wanted to work with you, and then you guys didn't provide the store inventory.
We asked him to provide us with any documentation, and he provided us with a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is not something that anybody, you can just walk over to a McDonald's right now and say, all of your ice cream machines belong to me. Why? Because so-and-so said so. And I have a spreadsheet that says that all of these ice cream machines belong to me. That's not proof of ownership, that's not proof of anything.
So first off, this spreadsheet Ammon's referring to wasn't just some mystery spreadsheet, it was the actual inventory the store made. But I guess Ammon's trying to claim that the previous owner stole the Legos and then lied on the inventory, and so now it basically makes this inventory invalid. He said that when corporate was taking over the store, that they actually did their own inventory, and this is the correct inventory.
When we took over, we did an inventory.
And good news for me, he's willing to give me this inventory. He's actually always been willing to give it to me or Brian. All we've ever had to do was ask.
We will work with you to obtain any Lego that does exist.
Well, we did that, and you guys.
When?
I think like 5 or 6 times, and we've gotten 0 response back.
Yeah, literally the first thing I did right when I heard about this entire situation was I googled those figs, clicked on their website, clicked contact us, and sent them a message. I actually got a message back from corporate saying that they would love to help, but after a few months, I kept trying to reply to this message, and they just completely ghosted me.
When?
I think we've done like 6 over the last 4 or 5 months.
Pull it up. Find out. Tell me when.
Let's see. I say like, hey, I don't think this ever got resolved. I'm just reaching back out right now, and then never.
Head forward right now. Resend it.
What's the email?
That is I don't know what email address that is.
This is on your guys' website.
That says fbc.team. I said franchise at bricksandminifigs.com.
Well, this is just on the website, so.
Did I tell you look up something on the website and send it there?
Well.
Did I say that? Just barely.
Well, that's what.
Yes or no? Did I say that?
No.
I just said send me an email to franchise at bricksandminifigs.com, and we will work with that.
But you're getting mad at me because I emailed the email on the website?
You keep saying that you, so I understand that, but I'm telling you right now, and you're trying to argue on something that I didn't give you any information about. I'm telling you, send it to that one.
Yeah, but you're like getting upset at us that we emailed the email that was on your website.
No, I'm telling you the way to do this, and you've been probably trying to communicate with a ghost.
Well, that's your guys' fault for putting that email on the website.
Sure. Okay. Understood.
Ben, so why are you getting mad at us because we emailed the website for your instructions?
You harass us for all sorts of things. I'm not getting mad at you.
Well, we're not harassing. We're just asking for our Legos back. If someone stole money from you and you went and politely asked for the money back, is that you harassing them?
It seems like Ammon kept either trying to stall or switch the subject. It almost seems like he doesn't want to actually give us this inventory. What? He keeps saying he's willing to give it to us.
You guys can send that inventory list to us?
I do believe so, yes. I think we have sent that to Brian.
He says he said that's all he wants is the inventory list, and he'll stop like bugging you guys.
Well, then, Mr. Mansell and you, and if you want to be included on the emails with Mr. Mansell, that's totally fine. You guys can email us, and we can go
But
back.
you guys will give him the inventory list? Because he said he's been asking for it for over a year now.
We can show the inventory list that was obtained when the store was originally taken over from Crystal Law, and we can work through that process and try and identify what was or wasn't there, and also try and identify how to proceed from there.
Yeah, I think Brian gets upset because he says they always say that they'll send me the list, kind of like how you're saying, oh, we can send it easily, but then when it comes down to it, you'll never actually send it. So maybe if you actually go ahead and send it, it would make him feel better.
Well, I understand what you're trying to get at. We're more than willing to work with you and help you. That's what I'm saying. Send an email to that email address that I just gave to you, and that will produce results.
Anyways, I sent an email to the email he told me about, not the one on their website. That's a bad email.
Holy shit.
Don't ever email that one or the CEO is going to be pissed. But according to Ammon, now that I've sent this email, I should be receiving the inventory list very soon. So I waited all day and I got no answer. So the next day I sent them another email. I patiently waited again for about a week. And finally,
this is the response. Mr. Schneider, BAM Franchising Incorporation will not participate in any form of communication
Oh my.
that appears designed for public provocation, harassment, or manipulation of facts for the purpose of media content. Attempts to obtain privileged or confidential information through misrepresentation or the creation of fraudulent documents.
Dude, these guys are crazy.
Inventory list to prove their innocence.
34?
Because I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I want to be like, hey, if you're innocent, I want to prove that you're innocent with this inventory list. But now, by me trying to do that, that's criminal behavior on my part. And considered harassment. And we reserve all rights to refer such behavior to appropriate legal authorities. It's AKA the cops. So don't ask for our inventory list or else we're going to call the cops.
yes, Bricks and Minifigs has officially banned me from ever asking for this inventory list again. And I'm not the only one who's banned from asking for this list.
He promised us a full inventory right away. We've never received it.
Yeah, and every time it's been just absolutely nothing. So we've never gotten anything. We've never gotten an inventory list.
Yeah, the previous owner who got her entire store stolen from her by corporate, I mean, she's legally required to get sent an inventory list, and even she, 2 years later, has not gotten it yet.
It would have resolved everything because they would have had to identify everything in the store, and it would have identified all of Brian's stuff, and they never provided it, so we couldn't then demand the third-party evaluation.
And it's now, what, a year and a half later?
You know, who knows what.
Still no inventory.
Dang.
So, would have solved a lot of problems a year and a half ago to go, here's the inventory.
And even Brian still hasn't received this inventory list yet.
I've never received an inventory list. I've never received a record of sales because they can't provide it. They opened the store up almost right away and started selling it.
And the worst part about all of this is it seems like the CEO is pretty much just trying to rub all of this in everyone's face. When I turned on the news, I saw this.
Now, as far as offering Brian the inventory, have you gone through the store, figured out what was part of his collection?
I remember seeing
taken
this.
Inventory and shown him that inventory to offer that?
We've tried
Also,
to
who the fuck?
with Mr. Mansell
Fox
in hopes that
Local.
He can see, you know, like that we were not attempting in any way, shape, or form to withhold anything. Those then were offered to him, and the initial offer was rejected.
So now on public television, Ammon, the CEO, is telling the world that he tried to give us this inventory, but we're the ones that didn't want it.
God, he's such a liar, bro.
The collection. Our number one priority right now is to ensure that he gets made whole. We know that we have a responsibility to work with him to make sure he does get made whole.
So you've offered Brian the inventory of sets that was in the store.
Yeah, whatever was left over, we've offered that on multiple occasions. So we've tried to make multiple offers, and hopefully we'll be able to get them to the table so we can discuss it.
And this is pretty much Ammon's game plan now. Go on as many news stations as you can, and lie.
The entire time we were saying, hey, we want to help, we want to help.
The main narrative now seems to be Bricks and Minifigs has always been trying to give Brian his Legos back, but Brian just never wanted them back.
Bro, is Reckless Man ever gonna get a lawyer? I thought he was just doing this until he actually had to get a lawyer, and then he never got one.
They made the offer and said,
I don't know who he thinks he is.
all this, and that offer was not accepted at the time.
Well, that's Ammon's side of the story, but I say let's take a look at what actually happened.
Read from the bottom up. That is our correspondence with Bricks and Minifigs, trying to work with them in getting the sets back.
So right when this happened, Brian hired an attorney to reach out to Bricks and Minifigs. They sent an email saying, how should we proceed to retake the possession of the sets/minifigures? And they actually emailed back saying they were willing to help. And then after this, they just never respond. So Brian's attorney sent them another email, just following up on this, when can we pick up the sets? And they still didn't respond. So the attorneys emailed back saying, it's now been 16 days. How can we get these Legos back? And finally, they received a response.
It says Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson have no legal obligation to return any of the Lego product that exists in their store to you. What? So yeah, basically they're saying that they're the ones that are not able to work with you.
Yep.
It seems like.
Exactly.
They finished this email saying, we consider this matter closed and will not be returning any Lego products to you. So as you can see, that's the reality of what actually happened.
Thieves!
But then Ammon goes on Fox News and says this.
So they actually did have an attorney send information to us.
Level up,
Great.
completed.
Let's see what we can do to work this out.
Oh, let's go, dude. Now we hit 35 agility. What can we do now? A bunch of these things. Varrock Palace guarded shortcut requires Garden of Tranquility. I don't know how useful that is, but a bunch of shortcuts that we're going to be able to get. Really, really want to get highest possible, just because if we roll Desert, that's going to be huge for the agility pyramid in the account. Ugh. All right, let's get back to the video.
And then we never heard back.
So why is Ammon going on like Fox News then and saying we wanted to give Brian his stuff back? He's the one that didn't want his stuff back. He didn't want any of his things.
That's my point. I don't know. He's lying.
I truly do believe in integrity. Truly, I believe in the sentiment of integrity, and I believe everyone should have integrity.
But anyways, another thing the CEO seems to be pretty upset about is that
about an hour
Brian
into the challenge,
kept demanding his stuff back and couldn't get it back. Eventually, he had enough. And he was like, I'm going to make a Facebook post about this. And in his Facebook post, he called Bricks and Minifigs thieves and liars. In this Facebook post,
yeah, this is like early on.
Really pissed off Ammon. I mean, Bricks and Minifigs is literally suing Brian now for millions of dollars, all because of this. I mean, back when I was talking to him at corporate headquarters, he made it very clear that what they did is technically not actually considered theft.
There is no theft. Do you understand the legal definition of theft? Legally have to meet
So
the definition of knowing that the property was stolen or otherwise not belonging to that person.
And on my phone,
That was not known until Mr. Mansell came in days later and said, I have some of these things that need to be...
And that's another lie again, because...
It is not another lie.
So I showed Ammon the security camera footage where corporate acknowledges that they are now going to be responsible for these Lego Star Wars sets.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that, Kev's not that liability.
And after showing him this footage to try to bring the conversation back to reality, this was his response.
Extortion?
Because we caught you guys?
No, because you are attempting to extort us, so... That's what you're doing. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Nope. We have done nothing.
See, I agree too. I agree. Nope, it's not illegal on us. Thank you for...
We have done nothing illegal, and you are doing something illegal right now.
I don't think that's illegal. I think us catching you guys for doing the illegal thing doesn't make that what we're doing is illegal. That means what you guys are doing is illegal.
He's like right.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
We have to leave? Okay. Well, thank you for working with us. And
after just going around in circles for probably 30 to 40 minutes and just, having like kind of less than genuine questions or less than genuine responses being given to me, I was exasperated by the end of it. And that's, when people get tired and exasperated, that's when we finally got the footage that we can use to make him look like a completely unreasonable monster, but that's what they do is people whose goal is to do those types of things, they just harass and go after people as long and hard as they can until somebody breaks and says something that, then they can, use that one clip to be like, oh, look at this horrible monster of a person. So that's what I feel like has kind of really happened here.
So Ammon's claiming that I just harassed him for 30 minutes and finally he got fed up with us, which that was the one clip at the end that I used in my documentary. So I say let's go to the very beginning of the footage, my first interaction with them, and see what actually happened.
So what's going on?
so you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
Yeah, literally from the very first sentence we ever exchanged with each other, Ammon's goal was just to lie to us. But anyways, I'm now starting to think that the only reason Ammon wanted us to email him about the inventory list wasn't actually give us the inventory list, but actually it was a trap. Yeah, Ammon only wanted me to email him so he can find out my email and subpoena Google and find out all of my private information. You think I'm lying, but they actually did this. They subpoenaed Google
crazy.
asking for all private information tied to this email address. And Google sent them like hundreds of hours of all the raw footage from everything I've filmed to the Lego video so far, all my emails, all my search history, all the metadata that shows everywhere I've been. But anyways, this was the reaction of the police officer.
That's insane.
After she watched my entire first episode.
I'm really curious to see like if this fool even makes any money doing this YouTube stuff. I'm like, if it's enough for him to travel to another state just to go get some footage. It doesn't even sound like his like secret information doesn't even seem credible from my understanding.
No, so it sounds like you were able to watch the video.
I think by secret information, the police officer is referring to the security camera footage that proves that everything Bricks and Minifigs is saying is a lie. My first question is, how could this not be credible? It's literally just video evidence of what happened that night. But at least now I can see why the police aren't listening to me. They're basically just saying that all of the
They're being
evidence
paid
I submit
off.
to them is not credible, and therefore case closed. Ben's wrong and we're right. Because
Level
we
up,
said that the
completed.
evidence is uncredible.
Got the level
At this
36,
point, Bricks and
baby.
Minifigs is working with the police to just come up with
I'm gonna keep
whatever
this playing. I'm
story
gonna
they
get a
can
drink.
to make any evidence I give them seem as uncredible as possible.
In all of his actions to just generate clicks and likes to get, like social media clout without putting in work and just doing the crummy stuff.
Interesting.
He seems like a fun gentleman.
No. Well, and
His MO really seems to follow somebody who's like a paper tiger, right? Like who, like behind, or like a keyboard warrior. They'll make threats.
And this is the craziest part of the video to me. Ammon's claiming that I'm a keyboard warrior. And a keyboard warrior is basically just someone who talks a lot of smack online, but then when it actually comes down to it, they won't do anything in person. Which, I mean, if we look back at the footage, I accomplished almost everything I set out to do. I didn't get scared of anything. If someone in this story is a keyboard warrior, I don't think it's me. I think it's Bricks and Minifigs. I mean, let's double check by looking at the footage. Ammon claims with his words that he can give us the inventory list.
We can show the inventory list.
But when it actually comes down to it, he's terrified to give it to anyone. Bricks and Minifigs this entire time has also just been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? Let's go to court. Sue me for us. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court then.
So when I finally go out and actually sue them, they close down their store. And now Bricks and Minifigs is going to absolute extreme lengths to hide from this lawsuit.
Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just...
No, I'm not accepting service from her. Absolutely not.
I mean, Bricks and Minifigs is showing all of the signs of a keyboard warrior, but for some reason they think that I'm the keyboard warrior. At this point, it almost seems like everything Bricks and Minifigs is doing, for some reason they think that I'm the one that's the one doing it.
Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you guys. Hopefully no more issues. There's so many other things that this guy could like be talking about, right?
100%. But sometimes, it's a sunk cost fallacy. They just think, oh, I put so much time and effort into this. I gotta make sure something happens.
Oh.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, Ammon just completely proved my point. Obviously, I'm not suffering from the sunk cost fallacy at all. Ammon's the one suffering from the sunk cost fallacy. I mean, they literally already admitted to me that they've held onto the Legos for so long, it's not worth it for them to give it back to us anymore.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
Let's see what else Bricks and Minifigs is accusing me of. Well, they're suing me for defamation. But this entire time, Bricks and Minifigs is actually the ones defaming me.
They themselves say, hey, you guys stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back, I'm gonna burn the place down.
Let's go to the next thing Bricks and Minifigs is accusing me of. Extortion. When they're the ones actually extorting me by saying if I don't let them steal the Legos from us, they're gonna make up a reason to throw me in jail.
You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
Bricks and Minifigs is also getting me for RICO charges.
They're charging Reckless Ben for RICO. I think it is more likely that the police are guilty of RICO, right?
And if you look at the CEO's previous businesses, he actually got sued for RICO. He's the one guilty of RICO, not me. They're also accusing me of sending a sniper to shoot out the windows of the McNeff house.
If you guys want to come to, you can see the window and see where they were shooting from. It could be a sniper blade on the hill.
When the police got there, they realized it was actually a construction worker who accidentally shattered the window.
It seems more likely that it happened from construction work than it happened from some random people across the way.
But even after all this, they still go online and say it was me.
He's trying to get Ben Schneider for like attempted murder. He's basically trying to set Ben Schneider up for attempted murder when meanwhile it was a nail from his own construction worker.
So what's the moral of the story here? It looks like everything bad Bricks and Minifigs is doing, they think that I'm the one that's doing the bad thing.
Whoa!
It makes no sense.
So, just to let you know, we call it a double blind. The person who committed the crime may or may not be in the lineup or depicted. So I will give this to you. You'll have as much time as you need to choose someone or to not choose anyone. Whenever you're able to feel that you have ID'd somebody, I just ask that you circle it and then initial next to it.
And then, like that?
Perfect.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Cool.
Really, this was like the final step that I needed. This is legit. We've been able to verify who he is now.
Yep.
So the police put on this big performance to make it look like they're going to all this work to verify the facts. When in reality, they already know who I am. They already subpoenaed Google. They already watched my entire first Lego video. They already went through all my search history. To me, this just feels like a staged performance so they can show the world, hey, look, we verified everything, when if they would have just put an equal amount of effort into watching the raw footage I submitted to them, they would have found out that Ammon's just completely lying to them, but for some reason they didn't. A few weeks later, when I ended up going to court,
Mormon
this was the state's
cult
response.
OP.
My name is Nick Mielstein. I'm the prosecutor. Is Benjamin Schneider here?
Yes.
If you want to take care of that today, we can do what we call a plea in abeyance.
Were you able to see the footage I submitted to the police of our interaction?
I have not watched it, no.
Okay, because in that footage, you can clearly see that the second he tells us to leave, we say, okay, we'll leave. And then he calls the police and said that we threatened to burn down the building and shoot everyone inside. And he was just making up all these lies, which you can clearly see in the footage that we submitted. We were being respectful the whole time. We left the second he told us to.
Sorry, let me look.
And so it makes sense why the police would take me to court, because, I mean, he's threatening that we're going to burn down the building and shoot everyone, but we did nothing. Like, he's just saying that because he's trying to. I'm a documentary maker, so I'm making a documentary on the thing. So his logic is if he throws me in jail, then if he makes up a reason for me to go to jail, then I won't be able to expose them for their crimes. So that's the what's going on. It's clear as day in the footage if you watch it. It seems like they're just
they're like, nah, I'm good.
False information in order to silence criticism.
So did you submit that to the police officer?
Yes.
Is the footage going such that it's still going like when you step out the door?
It starts from when we're in the elevator before we talk to him to when we were back in the elevator going back down.
Obviously, a video doesn't necessarily
show everything that possibly happened.
So according to the state of Utah, the raw video that shows everything that possibly could have happened is not credible and could not have shown everything that possibly could have happened. And they didn't even watch it. They're literally just taking Ammon's word for everything and completely ignoring all the evidence. So where does this leave me now? Not only am I being charged with a bunch of mystery crimes in American Fork, Utah, but I'm also being charged with a second-degree felony up to 15 years in jail in Provo, Utah. And now that they have written proof that I'm committing all of these insane crimes against them, I mean, obviously Bricks and Minifigs just made up everything, but that's not how the court sees it. The court thinks that these are real. And for whatever reason, the court wouldn't let me share my side. They only heard Bricks and Minifigs' side.
Ben's side was not in the room, was not heard. The court signed an order erasing his published work on the strength of the company's verified complaint and the company's motion, with no one there to say a word against it.
Yeah, the judge granted a temporary restraining order, preventing me from even talking about Bricks and Minifigs, which sucks because this was the night I hit 1 million subscribers, and all my friends threw a giant surprise party for me. Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs gets to just keep spreading their lies about me, and I just have to sit in silence, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. It's crazy to think about how much public support I was getting.
$200,000 Lego dispute that's turning into one of the craziest legal cases and an internet crusade that is just exploding.
News Nation.
Lego collection. This $200,000 Lego scandal is literally one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
I think this might be the best video that I've seen. This is one of the crazier stories
Oh,
I've
as
ever covered.
Run by Mormons.
Legos.
Reckless Ben.
Reckless Ben.
It really seemed like the entire internet was uniting to stand up to this bully of a company.
Bricks and Minifigs can stuff it.
Brick by brick.
Brick by brick. Brick by brick. Brick by brick.
It really did seem like we were right about to get the Legos back, but I was wrong. Now the court has silenced me, and it looks like
Level
all
up.
the work I put into
Completed.
this was just for nothing.
Until?
However, people were pretty upset that I was silenced and decided to protest. It sucks that I'm not even allowed to be a part of this movement anymore. Or maybe I can be here, I just have to be in disguise so no one recognizes me.
No.
Alright, I'm here with, what was your name?
I'm Jerome. Just here to support the cause. Just the American Fork local. Just here to support.
God, he is playing with danger.
I spent the rest of the day protesting for the cause, and not a single person here recognized who I actually am. And maybe the protesting worked, because after a full month of remaining silent, I finally have an announcement.
Well, it looks like I don't need this disguise anymore, because I have my freedom of speech back, baby. I can say whatever I want. I can say Bricks and Minifigs sucks. I can say Bricks and Minifigs social old people. And look, I just said it. I'm not in jail, which is sick. We got our First Amendment rights back. Yeah.
And now that I have my freedom of speech back, everyone is wondering how Bricks and Minifigs can make up for the fact that they made up all these lies about me to take away my freedom of speech. Most legal experts are saying I could easily win millions of dollars from Bricks and Minifigs, but instead, I have a better solution.
If they want to apologize, they can say that they're sorry by doing the chicken dance. And I will take that as a sincere form of apology. And once they do the chicken dance, then I will know that Bricks and Minifigs is sorry, and we can finally move on to the next video series, and it'll be awesome. So you guys might be thinking, why do you want them to do the chicken dance? And there's actually a reason. So this entire time, Bricks and Minifigs always says the right thing, but then their actions don't match their words at all. So I was thinking, well, if they get given an apology, they might say the right things, you know, but they're not.
Well, apology is not enough.
So by doing the chicken dance, I'm gonna basically just be giving them another opportunity to do the right thing, not just with their words, but with their actions. And once they decide to do the right thing, then I'll move on to the next video series and never talk about Bricks and Minifigs again. And also make sure to check us out at www.westealfromoldpeople.com, because right now we have 2 new Lego sets for sale that you can buy right now. One of Joshua Johnson and one of Ammon McNeff. And we're only making 500 of each, and once all 500 of each sell out, we're never making any more,
and you gotta buy them now because someday they're gonna sell for like $1 million or something. They're gonna be collectibles. It's gonna be sick. Also, subscribe to Patreon. You'll get tons of behind the scenes, tons of extra footage, full interviews. Also, part 4 is coming soon. If you subscribe to Patreon, you'll be the first to watch it. And also, subscribe to part 5. Subscribe to part 6, part 7, all the way to part 100. We're doing 100 parts. My lawyer said if Bricks and Minifigs sues me, which they've still not dropped their lawsuit, then it'll be at least 2 years and 52 weeks a year. That's 104 parts at least. So come back all the way till 100.
Damn. All right, chatters. We're going to have to end it here. It was a good time.